Paramahamsanandeshwara-samarambam Nithyanandeshwari-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam। इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ। I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, viewers, visitors sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, two-way video conferencing and Lotus News channel with us all over the world. The cities sitting with us all over the world, two-way video conferencing, San Jose, Surrey, British Columbia, Ohio, Prayag, Houston, Kalahasti, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Kuala Lumpur, Palani, Charlotte, Los Angeles, Seattle, East London, Singapore, Hyderabad, Devon, Tiruvanmiyur, Dubai, New Zealand, Adi Arunachalam, East London, UK, Indrani, New Jersey, Enriching Temple, Bidadi, Hong Kong, Sirhari, Oman, Sivagangai, Varanasi, Jorpati, Nepal. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today I'll expand on bringing enriching into your life, enriching as lifestyle. Please understand, when you bring integrity into your thinking, authenticity into your actions, responsibility into your cognition, being, whatever happens is only one part of you enriching in your life. Literally, your whole life is raised to the next frequency. Enriching raises you completely to next frequency. Please listen. Let me define enriching. Enriching means constantly raising you to the higher levels with the clarity others are also part of you. Constantly raising you to the next level, whether it is a physical health, mental health, or spiritual well-being, in relationships or in anything, raising you to the next level, knowing others are also part of you. Basically, please understand, it boils down to not giving up on you and others. Not allowing the status quo lifestyle which Indians are in love with. If I have to describe the whole India in one word, I'll describe status quo. Really, I'm telling you. Anything, status quo is our default program. Just status quo. Whether It's a social problem to be solved, or a property issues. One guy came to me and he told me, Swamiji, I am sitting in a property for last 30 years. Please bless me that I should get the property documentations in my name. I said, what do you mean? 30 years you are sitting, you don't have documentation in your name? Means it's not your property? No, Swamiji. When the property came to the court for a case, before he got the stay order, I just went and sat inside the property. I went inside as if I am going to brush my teeth and do 1, 2, 3 and come out. Morning I heard when I was in the property, I got the status quo. And for last 30 years I am in that property. And it is status quo. Status quo means just it is there. It should be there as it is, undisturbed. Only in India you can have this 30 years status quo and all. And now this fellow thinks he can get ownership. Please understand, if you are from some other country, you are watching the Satsang, you may laugh. But in India it's a lifestyle. First thing, we need to get out of this pattern of status quo. Even in your life you can see, Indian divorce is nothing but status quo. Husband, wife both will be living in the same house. Not 1 day, 2 day, 15, 20 years they will be living in the same house. They won't even talk to each other. Sometimes both of them will use the same bedroom. But things are in status quo. What is the status quo? Same way, I have seen these religious leaders, Pidadipatis, when they face even a small conflict in their life, they put themselves in status quo. I have seen few Pidadipatis who are in status quo for last 40 years. After their coronation, they have not moved anything else other than 1 or 2 things in their life which should not be moved. No, the whole thing is just in status quo. Getting out of the status quo mentality. Please understand. Again and again, I am asked this question. Why I can just live a middle class life and I die? What is the use of unnecessarily working so much, thinking so much? Life oozes through your body for fulfillment, for its highest expression. Please understand, when a bank gives you the loan of $1 million, it expects you to become rich by doing business, putting your intelligence and effort into it. Not only you will pay back, of course, if you don't pay back, they will take away your properties. That is different. But all the banks don't expect, when they give you the loan, that they have to only take away your properties. They really expect you to flourish, pay them back with interest, and continue to develop more and more relationship. Any good bank will expect you will become successful in your life. Same way, when cosmos gives you life, it expects you to become the peak possibility. It is not expecting you to become bankrupt. It is not expecting you to declare bankruptcy. Understand, giving upon you is declaring bankruptcy. And never ever expect again any loan from cosmos. If you give up on you, you are declaring bankruptcy with Kala Bhairava. Forget about any good thing in your life anymore. Forget about it. Guy who declares bankruptcy cannot expect new loans in the life. The guy who declares bankruptcy cannot expect bank to do any good thing. Same way, the person who gives upon, especially the vows you take, the commitments you give it to Kala Bhairava, when you give upon, forget about any good thing in your life. Get ready to the long drawn, suffering filled life and births and births and births. Giving upon you is declaring bankruptcy in the cosmos. Sometimes it's like you take the loan of $1 million, telling the bank you are going to do a big business and then pay the bank back with interest and all that. Suddenly you decide after seeing $1 million, what is the problem? I think with this $1 million, if I just keep it with me and eat every day my expense is only $25. My whole life I can spend with this $1 million and die. What's the need of unnecessary doing business? What's the need of anything else? Please listen. Just like how we make concrete. You see, when concrete pillars are made, first they make a wooden box all around. Then they pour the concrete. Concrete sets, then they remove the wooden box. Same way, all the vows given to you, all the commitments you give it to others and to yourself, means the mamakara, ahankara, anyakara, swa-anyakara. This all is the 4 side wooden box. Then the energy is poured into you. That's a life. The concrete which is poured inside the box. Just like that, the energy which is poured inside you is life. Before the concrete sets, if you remove these vows, what will happen? Not only pillar will not be created, the energy poured on you, the concrete poured on you will be wasted, and cosmos doesn't like to waste things. In marriage, the moment you commit with the other person, with the vow, your energy becomes double. Now you are 2. You are no more 1 person. You are 2. Not only you are 2, many problems which can stop you being a single are taken away. So you are more than 2. For example, if you are alone, it is not that you are one suffering with loneliness. So you are not even 1 full person. When 1 more is added, you are not just 2. The suffering with loneliness is removed. You are more than 2. So when you became 2 through commitment, through the vows of the marriage, so many things happen between both of you, which are irrevocable. All the support you gave it to your husband or wife cannot be taken away. when you divorce, if you want to divorce at the time of divorce, the irrevocable exchange of being happens. That is why I am telling you, this kind of commitments can never be treated as a business. This cannot be treated as a business agreement at all. You can't say what is there. They both try to live together. They are not able to. They are not compatible with each other. It's a mutual disagreement. They both separated. No. There are tons and tons of things. It is an energy mold, as I said. In a wooden box, when you pour the concrete, remove the wooden box before the concrete sets. How it completely damages the possibility of the pillar. Same way, when you give up on you, you become the blot on the cosmos. Please understand. Enriching, I am defining enriching. Enriching is nothing but not giving upon you and others who are part of you, and continuously enriching yourself and others. Continuously enriching you and others. Knowing that others are part of you. It all boils down to one line. I can say, in this one line I can finish defining whole enriching. Not giving upon you. Holding you to yourself, by yourself, to the highest possibility of you. Holding you by yourself to the highest possibility of you. Holding you high up, continuously, with integrity, authenticity, responsibility. If you have a master, hold yourself high up to his anyakara, you are done. You will have everything imaginable and you beyond your imagination. Understand? If you can hold yourself up to master's anyakara, you will automatically have integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and everything. If you don't have a master in your life, at least hold yourself up to whatever you understand as integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching. Understand, this Dhamma is self-purifying. Please understand. Any sutra has to be self-explanatory. Any Dhamma has to be self-purifying. Means, even if you start with your understanding, it will lead you to the deeper and deeper understanding and ultimately to the goal of moksha itself. Dhamma is always designed such a way that even if you start in a very raw, crude form, it purifies you, enriches you such a way, you evolve, and finally reach the goal. Please understand, it is like when you enter the school, straight away you don't start studying the PhD syllabus. You only study A for apple, B for brinjal, C for cat. But the education takes you to the next level. And you achieve the ultimate goal. Same way, Dhamma. That is why Krishna says in the Gita, even if it is practiced in a very crude form, don't discourage people practicing Dhamma, because Dhamma is self-purifying system. Vivekananda says, even the most cruel forms of practices, which you call primitive, even those things I will not try to abolish. Because even from there, you can beautifully evolve to the next level and achieve the ultimate goal, the goal of completion, fulfillment, the goal of enlightenment. It may start with a very raw, crude form, but it will reach ultimate. Dhamma. Even if you start practicing integrity, authenticity, responsibility, the way you understand, these truths are powerful enough to purify itself and raise you to the next level. I tell you, these truths are so powerful, they will swallow all your patterns and they will become the owners of your being. In Tamil there is a proverb, if you just give a place to sleep, he will take over the whole house. Same way, these four tattvas, if you just give a little place for it to be in your being, it will take over your whole cognition. Understand? I am giving you the essence of this enriching. Essence of enriching. Don't give up on you and others who are part of you. Constantly hold you and others to the highest possibility and live just for that. Think for that, act for that, be for that. Whatever is your peak possibility, think for that. That is integrity. What is your peak possibility? Act for that. That is your peak possibility. That is authenticity. Whatever is your peak possibility, be for that. That is responsibility. Thinking for your peak possibility is integrity. Acting for your peak possibility is authenticity. Being for your peak possibility is responsibility. Living for your peak possibility is enriching. Understand, when you miss Dhamma, even Shiva cannot save you. When Sati missed Dhamma, Mahadeva says, don't go. When Sati wants to go back from her commitments with Mahadeva, when she wants to fall back, to the Daksha's palace, to the father's biomemory, Mahadeva says, don't go to listen. When she is not ready to listen, even Mahadeva is not able to save her. No one can save when you fall from Dhamma. See, finally, of course, it's not that Mahadeva did not have love for her. Even after that, Mahadeva sent Nandi, Shivaganas, be with her and protect her from Daksha and Daksha's army. But nobody expected the biomemory which is sitting inside her is going to destroy her. Finally, she gave up the life. Of course, Shiva was able to do only one thing. Because of his commitment for her, he brought her back as a next Janma, purified her, and then accepted as Sati. Even Shiva is not able to save Sati. When you fall from Dhamma, no one can save you. Even Mahadeva cannot save you. I tell you, Dhamma is so powerful, even living little bit brings so much of good. Like Adi Shankara says, even one drop of Ganga water, once reciting Govinda's name, once reading one Gita sloka leads to liberation. Dhamma, even if very little is practiced, can raise you to a different level which you can't imagine. Same way, when you fall from that, the after effects also can't be imagined at all. Enriching is nothing but don't give up on you and don't give up on others. You hold yourself for the highest possibility, which you declared, which you committed. Hold others for the highest possibility, which others declared and others have committed. Please understand. Especially in the Sangha, I wanted everyone to take up this enriching as a practice from today. Not only you will take responsibility for what you declared as you will hold other person also as his or her declaration, and hold yourself responsible for enriching other person to his or her declaration. When you don't hold the other person as the person's possibility, you are the Rahu for that person. If you hold the other person as the person's possibility, you are the Ketu for that person. Don't go around and be Rahu for people. Go around and be Ketu for people. When you go around in your life and if you hold the other person as the possibility, declaration, I will create the largest Shiva temple. When you look at that person, wow, here is a guy who is creating such beautiful thing, space. Then you are Ketu for that person. You are constantly reminding that person and enriching that person to hold that person to that person's declaration. And if you constantly go around and, this one, it's already sleeping all the time in depression, and this is Tippu only, then you are Rahu for that person. Already that person is in the Tippu. And when you also confirm, the person is going to fall more and more into Tippu. Tippu is the nickname for depression. When the person is in depression, you also hold him in the same space, then you become Rahu for that person. I tell you, constantly hold the other person also to his possibility, not to his lower level. Constantly one acts as a Rahu for the other, and the whole bunch becomes Rahus. Instead, one should act as a Ketu for the other, and the whole group should lead each other into jnana, into enlightenment, into the space of possibility. I tell you, from today, this is the enriching we are going to practice. We will all hold ourselves responsible for every other person's declaration without giving up. First, I declare, I hold myself responsible for making all your declarations into reality. I'll hold myself responsible in my cognition. I'll be responsible in my authenticity. I'll be acting in my integrity. I'll be thinking to make every one of your declarations into reality. I'll do it, and I can do it. I request each one of you the same way to hold yourself responsible for your declaration, your possibility, and everyone around you, their possibilities. For everything, hold yourself responsible. I tell you, when you hold yourself responsible for everyone's declaration, possibility, only then the real enriching happens. Out of that real enriching, the expansion happens, is enriching. That is real enriching, is for enriching. Only when you decide life is for enriching, life starts happening to you. Any good thing starts happening to you. And when you start making your life for enriching, you will see everything happens is just miracles. I tell you, if you are made of diamond, how much ever the attack happens from outside, it will only polish you. If you are made out of some other stuff, how much ever scent you use, you will stink inside. And stinking inside will come out because the scent smell will vary away in few days, few hours. The stuff out of which you are made decides what you are. So let enriching be the material out of which you are made. I tell you, let you be made out of enriching. Let that be your thinking, action, being. Let your thinking be out of enriching. Let your actions be out of enriching. Let your being be out of enriching. Let enriching be your life and lifestyle. Let enriching be your life and lifestyle. When you hold yourself for enriching, every moment of your life, miracles continuously happen, because life is miracles. I'll give you the essence in Hindi. लाभान्वित करने का अर्थ है लगातार स्वयं को अगले स्तर पर बढ़ाना, इस समझ के साथ कि विश्व के सभी लोग आप ही के बाग है। इसका अर्थ है स्वयं पर विश्वास ना खोना और दूसरों पर विश्वास ना खोना। जब आप स्वयं पर विश्वास को हाथ देते हैं, आप ब्रह्मांड में बड़ा बन जाते हैं। स्वयं को स्वयं द्वारा अपनी सर्वोच्च संभावना में स्थापित रखना, यही लाभान्वित करना है। यदि आपके पास गुरु है, उनके अन्यकारा यानी आपके प्रति उनकी अपेक्षा को निभाना सीधे लाभान्वित करना है। विवेकानंद जी कहते हैं, धम्म के सभी मार्गों को जीवित रखने चाहिए, क्योंकि यह सत्य स्वयं ही शक्तिशाली है और आपके सभी पैटर्न्स को निगल जाएंगे और आपके अंतर आकाश और बोध में स्थापित हो जाएंगे। लाभान्वित करने का सार यही है कि आप स्वयं पर विश्वास ना खोइए और दूसरों जो आप ही के बाग है उन पर विश्वास ना खोइए। अपनी सर्वोच्च संभावना के लिए सोचना ही संपूर्ति है। अपने सर्वोच्च संभावना के लिए काम करना ही श्रद्धा है। अपने सर्वोच्च संभावना के लिए अपना अस्तित्व का निर्माण करना ही उत्तरदायित्व है। अपनी सर्वोच्च संभावना के लिए जीना ही लाभान्वित करना है। जब आप दम से गिर जाते हैं, आपको कोई भी बचा नहीं सकता है, स्वयं महादेव भी नहीं। जैसे सती को महादेव नहीं बचा पाए जब वे दम से गिरकर महादेव को दिए गए वचन को तोड़कर अपने पिता दक्ष के पास पुनः चली गई और अपना जीवन छोड़ बैठी। जब आप दूसरे की संभावना के लिए नहीं खड़े होते हैं, तब आप उसके लिए राहु बन जाते हैं। जब आप दूसरे की संभावना के लिए खड़े होते हैं, आप उसके लिए केतु बन जाते हैं। आप लगातार उस व्यक्ति को उसकी सर्वोच्च संभावना का स्मरण कराते हैं, ना कि उसके निम्न व्यक्तित्व का स्मरण कराते हैं। आज से हम यही लाभान्वित करने का अभ्यास करेंगे कि हम स्वयं और दूसरों की अपनी संभावना की घोषणा के लिए स्वयं को उत्तरदायी समझेंगे। यही सही लाभान्वित करना है और इसके द्वारा जो विस्तार होता है वही लाभान्वित करना है। केवल जब आप एक निर्णय लेते हैं कि आप लाभान्वित करेंगे, तभी आप में जीवन बहता है। Understand? Enriching is the essence of life. That should be your breathing. That should be your lifestyle. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.